protected areas. Talk to us about if people are intending to show up tomorrow, what would make any of them be on the wrong side of the law? Since you say that the police tomorrow will be firmly standing on the side of the law, what can they do that would make them run afoul of the law and therefore get on your bad graces, if you may?
Well, it's very clear, and we have very, very good laws in this country. And I think oftentimes we stop reading the law, we stop understanding that law. And you've asked a very specific question about protected areas. Well, going by the reading of the law, protected areas are exactly that. There are places where the law protects, and it's very, very, if you look at the chapter, that should be chapter 204 of the laws of Kenya. There are areas that are designated as protected areas, and we go by that. You know, in law, and I know we have a very good lawyer right here.
Would you educate us as to what some of these places are?
We say it's a protected area is basically a protected areas. So it means that in our marching, I give an example like Parliament is a protected area, for instance. It is. We look at a place like we have State House is a protected area. That's a fact. Yeah, we have to agree about that. We have areas that are designated, and it's by the reading of. We have so many other areas that are designated as protected areas. That is something that we have to agree, because that is the law. That is our law.
And so, what does the law say about those protected areas? Is it wrong to protest outside of those protected areas? It is wrong to protest in front of those protected. Can you help us understand? Because I think that's something that is a little unclear. Just before we take a short break.
I think I wish to carry on board our good lawyer in the house. Maybe she could probably elaborate a little bit on that.
No. If you allow me to come in.
Yes, please.
I think my friend here, Muchiri, need not be very economical. You have asked him a very direct question which must help our audience. It shouldn't be difficult for him to list the protected areas. He knows them. They may not know them. He should just list them rightly as you asked, and then also say whether or not when they are protected, can a peaceful person with a handkerchief access it to just be photographed with a placard,
And what are the limits?
Exactly.
Inside those protected areas. I'm going to give you a boon here, because my director tells me we do need to take a short break. But I hope that when we come back, you will be able to give us clarity on this. What can you do? So let's say this is Parliament.
Yes.
If I pass outside of Parliament, for whatever reason, am I going to get thrown in the back of the Land Cruiser? If I show up with a placard outside of Parliament, will I be collected and thrown in the back of the said Land Cruiser? If I shout at someone who's in Parliament, in protest, is that going to get me in trouble? If I pass within whatever distance from State House, am I going to end up in all that and so much more after the break? So please prepare. Let us take a short break. Folks, this conversation